it's not about us. So a lot of
Mm.
parenting is about us and how it makes us feel and how our expectations are, and so we get involved. But superconscious parenting comes from a different place. It's all about what's my child feeling, what's their need, what are they going through. So this is where if we can step back a little bit and focus on their needs, it's so much easier. We want to
Yeah.
parent from from our heart, from our higher self, not parenting from fear. So we've just done a quick survey of 100 families, and we found three top issues. Emotional dysregulation is the top one. That's what I see in families, is this dysregulation of emotion, which turns into conflict, which turns into
Mm.
whatever else it wants to be. So the biggest gift you can give
True.
to yourself and your family is to ask for support.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Duncan here. I'm so excited to be introducing you to Tara Smith, my friend, my client, now my co-author of the book Superconscious Parenting. And we were just chatting a little bit about some things that happened overnight for you. That's profound. We'll get to that in a little bit. But would you do me the favor of just introducing who you are and why you chose to contribute to this book?
Chris, and I've been in your world for 3 years, so this is brilliant to actually be part of this. So I'm Tara
Mm.
Smith. I am a parent, a proud parent of twin girls, and I am a mindset and teen coach. And I really am passionate about bringing mindset tools and empowering young people. And
Mm.
really, what we're trying to do is get them to have that courage to feel confident and to feel capable, because they're our future leaders, right? And so I founded the Mindset Education Academy so I could bring all of your tools and others to them. I'm like, why do all the adults get to play? This is so
Yeah.
important for kids. And I'm like, I'm bringing it. So whatever I learn, I'm like, right, we're bringing it into the classroom. Because I used to be a former teacher. So classroom, we're bringing it, and then we're bringing it into now families. We're going into schools. So that is where we're playing. And I just love it because it makes such a difference to people's lives. And the real
Yeah.
reason why I really wanted to get in part of this book is to be with you, because I
Yeah.
admire you so much. I love the work you do. We do clarity stuff all the time. Like we do your 5 steps. Like if I'm going to do a first session with someone, it's Chris's 5 steps. We're just doing it. Blow my mind. Like one of mine, she was 70 and she said, "This is amazing." I said, "I know, and it's only half an hour." So
Yeah.
I love your stuff. I always love learning from you and bringing that to parents. It's so
Yeah.
important because it's the most important job I believe you'll ever have.
Wow. Well, what a blessing it is to hear that. So thank you. And I'm so grateful that you are doing it. I remember many of the time people say, Chris, that's not for me. Others are going to take it out there to kids and teenagers, and they can. So I'm glad to share our work through you as well. That just sounds amazing. And so you've had an interesting 24 hours, if that's something you want to share about. That is kind of, perfect timing leading you into, our conversation today. And well, why don't you I'll just let you share about that story and about how what it is you teach is so important.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, just as I was preparing for, your coming on today, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get a good night's sleep, because when your kids are 20, you think, yep, good night's sleep, all good, all the hard work's done. Then you get a phone call at midnight,
Yes.
Mum, something terrible's happening. She's crying. She's not able to control that. It's so devastating for her. And I'm like literally sitting on the end of the phone, not being able to do anything and just regulating with her. And it's like, wow, this is such a huge gift for me as a parent, because I remember when she was 12 and she would not talk to me. I have twins, right? So I have two 12-year-olds, and they both went through the same thing, but they both reacted very differently. And for
Mm,
me, the reason why I'm sitting here with you right now talking about parenting is because I felt like a failure for my
mm,
kids at that age. I just went, I am the worst parent in the world. They don't need me. They're not talking to me. I have no idea what they're doing. And I'm just like, I must be a failure. And so
yeah.
through my journey in mindset and all of this stuff that I've been doing and working with other people, I've learned to be the safe space. And that's what she
Mm,
she reached out to me because I suddenly pat myself on the back, right? It's like been long term coming. I'm finally the safe space where she can actually open up and not feel judged, just feel heard, and just be with me, and I can just be with her, even though it's on the phone. So
Yeah, amazing.
that's what I really
Amazing.
love. I feel so lucky to be her mum.
And it's so funny how the superconscious part of us works. You have this experience when she's 12 that leads you into a new chapter of your journey. If you find purpose in that, and then right before you're about to do this podcast, you get confirmation of that now you are that person, and that's fantastic. And so I'm so grateful for your contribution to the book. And if anyone's listening, you do need to go get your copy of Superconscious Parenting and all the other books in the series, because the knowledge that's in there is just from people who've walked the path. It's really incredible. And so you obviously help a lot of parents and teens. What are some of the big challenges that you're seeing out there, in the real world right now? And what are some advice you have to overcome those challenges?
Thank you. Yeah, so we've just done a quick survey of 100 families, and we found three top issues. Emotional dysregulation is the top one. Not being able to handle their emotions, not being able to handle other people's emotions. And I'm talking families. I'm talking parents and their kids. So I work with preteens as well, all the way up to young adults. And that's what I see in families, is this dysregulation of emotion, which turns into conflict, which turns into
Mm,
whatever else it wants to be. That is the hugest thing. So when I work with parents one-on-one or together, it's all about taking the pause. Just
mm,
pause to breathe and regulate yourself so that when you're calm, everything else works okay. You can figure it out. But if you're in that heightened state, nothing works out. So that's one of the
mm.
biggest things we're seeing. And then the other one is conflict over screens. That is
Yeah.
huge right now. And as I say to people, it's not about the screens. This is where we come back to your work, Chris, because it's about who do you want to be as a family? Who do you want
Mm,
to show up as like this teenager? Who do you want to show up as? And how's your life going to be? And also, as a parent, who do you want to be? Because when we know that, screens is just nothing, right? It's just
mm,
part of the process. So there's really no issue about screens unless you make it one. Let's start looking
mm,
at what you actually want, get clarity about who you want to be, what you actually want, go work together on that. Guess what? That other stuff doesn't really
mm,
matter. And then the
mm,
final one that we have found is friendship stuff. So
mm,
stuff, it could happen at school, it could happen even sibling rivalry at home, but those, they're not capable of navigating challenges, so they shrink. Don't go to
mm,
school, don't go to sport anymore, start hiding in their bedrooms, start only going on screens, and then that anxiety heightens, and then they just become afraid. And then everything seems to be too hard and impossible. So what we
mm,
want to do then is get them out. So I always say, what's their safe zone? Let's make a safe zone and take one step out of it. That
mm,
challenge. Let's be brave there. Because when we do that, suddenly they're like, oh, I can. So it's moving
mm,
from I can't to I can. And if we can
mm.
get that, I notice then big changes happen.
Wow. That's amazing and so clear, and it is a theme I'm hearing from a lot of the other authors as well, is what you're saying. But one that really sticks out is this uh this emotional regulation of the parent and also the child. I guess that's something that you work a lot on that, I would assume, helping people to have tools and strategies. I know obviously you've grab some of the work that I share, and you'll be helping people with that, but also other things too. And so if there's a parent listening to this and they're like, yeah, those are the three things that I'm seeing in my teenager or preteen or kid or whatever, how can they reach out to you? You told me that you have sessions happening most months. But fill us in. If someone's going, yeah, I might like some help in this area, how can they get in contact with you?
Absolutely. So we have the Mindset Education Academy page on Facebook, which advertises our events. So they're free for parents and educators, because we're noticing educators are finding it very hard too with their kids not regulating environment. They're still having friendship issues. They're still having all of the same stuff. So every month we have a different topic, a different theme. Welcome to join us there. That's where it's advertised. And also, I post every day on my Facebook profile, talking about issues, asking you questions, sharing highlights about what someone else has done, giving you, information of what you can do. And so it's really easy for you to find me and just find
Yeah.
out like what's your next step. Because I think for us as parents, we're doing our best, but sometimes we're doing our best in the wrong model. And we want to
Mm,
get to the super conscious parenting model, because when we get that model, it's a little bit easier and we feel more confident and more grounded as parents. And from that, parenting issues aren't as hard.
that's interesting. And is it just your name, Tara Smith, on Facebook? Is that where they go? Yeah.
Yes, so just Tara
Nice.
Smith, yes.
Fantastic. And so you mentioned there the super conscious parenting model. And so I'd love to hear what your definition of that is.
Mm. So once again, it's more about not parenting from fear. We want to
Yeah.
parent from our heart, from our higher self, kind of thing, like if we want to call it that. I sometimes use words like that so parents understand what that is, so it's not so abstract for them. But it's
Mhm.
really not moving away from fear and coming towards meeting that need that the kids have, meeting their emotions, meeting them where they are. And when we can do
Mm,
it from there, it's not about us. So a lot of
mm,
parenting is about us and how it makes us feel and how our expectations are, and so we get involved. But superconscious parenting comes from a different place. It's all about what's my child feeling, what's their need, what are they going through. So this is where if we can step back a little bit and focus on their needs, it's so much easier because our stuff doesn't get involved. And that's why I coach parents too, because I noticed that yes, I can coach teens. I've been coaching preteens, teens for a very long time. But I
yes.
noticed that in families, if the parents weren't growing with them, it
Right.
didn't last. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, I need to get to parents. And that's why I did your magnetic mind, because I'm like, you finally gave me the confidence to go, you know what? I'm going to coach parents. Like, I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to try. And so
Nice.
when I did that, now I know as the harmonizer, right? Because I come in and I figure out what everyone kind of needs, get them on the same page, work together, and everyone grows. So for me, it's really super conscious parenting is it's not about you, it's about what's happening with your child. And at the same time, let's look at you, because there's some
Yeah.
wounds there. There's some stuff that you need to work on, because that's why some of this stuff is triggering you. And so when
Yeah.
you take ownership of that, which is what I had to do, take ownership of that, you just become a different parent. You just
Yeah.
calm, you're just like more compassionate and curiosity. Become
Yeah.
curious about it. Don't worry about like judging it or whatever. It's like become curious about your child and what they're doing, because then it's not up to you to fix. You're not the
Yeah.
fixer. You don't need a fix.
Yeah, that's true. It's nothing broken. I love it. Thank you so much for that insight. It's really good insight. I think the end result is you end up with adult children that you like and they like you, you know. And that's that's a big win, I think. Like liking who your kids turn into and them liking you is a, you know, I think it's a big victory and calling you when they, you know, they have a an emotional challenge. So very, very nice. Thank you so much for spending time with us. If you're listening to this and you're, you know, you're someone that you know you want to make these shifts and become a super conscious parent, reach out to Tara. Go check out her Facebook. I highly recommend her, what she does. It's incredible. But also get our book. You know, get the super conscious parenting book. But whatever you do, do something. You know, I think if you're inspired, if there's something that's called you to listen to this, if there's something here for you, you know, take action on that. So please do. So Tara, we come to the end of our short podcast today. Do you have a final thought or a comment or a message or anything that you want to leave with the listeners?
Absolutely. I think what you said about take some action is so important,
Mm.
because
Mm,
so many times as a parent, we see something and we worry. Don't worry. There's someone out there who's been through it
true.
or knows something about it and can support you. So the biggest gift you can give
True.
to yourself and your family is to ask for support. And don't be too proud to do it. Don't be worried about, I had to do it, right? Because
Yeah.
you got to get to where you got to get to. So take action. It doesn't matter what it is as long as you upgrade yourself. Because as soon as you
True.
do that, your whole family's upgraded.
True. Yeah. Yeah, one of the things I see about the most successful people is they're totally okay with getting help. They have lots of help from staff to healers to coaches. It's a real big thing. So, listeners, there you go. Take action, reach out, create this amazing super conscious family and super conscious parenting experience. Tara, thank you for spending some time with us. And listeners, go get your copy of our book. We highly recommend that you do. Change your life. So we care about you all so much. Stay focused, stay super conscious, and we'll talk to you very soon. Thanks, Tara. Bye, everybody.